A snub is defined as an act of ignoring or refusing to acknowledge someone. The Grammys have overlooked a lot of artists throughout the years. In this video, we look at 8 of the worst Grammy snubs of all time. Lady Gaga not getting nominated for Best New Artist. 2009. A year when the music world was captivated by the rise of Lady Gaga. She dropped 2 of the biggest hits of the year, Just Dance and Poker Face, and her groundbreaking debut album The Fame took the industry by storm. So it was surprising when she was left out of the Best New Artist category at the 2010 Grammys. The reason the Grammys gave for that was due to technicalities regarding her eligibility. She was nominated for 1 award at the 2009 Grammys for Best Dance Recording for Just Dance, so that disqualified her for the Best New Artist category. This rule is kinda stupid, as it could lead to instances where deserving artists miss out on nominations in certain categories. Alysia Cara winning over SZA for Best New Artist. 2018 saw Alysia Cara take home the Grammy Award for Best New Artist over the likes of Khalid, Julia Michaels, and SZA, whose groundbreaking album Control resonated deeply with fans and critics. Alysia's win was controversial because she had her breakout moments way back in 2015 when she released her debut album Know It All. So her being considered a new artist was crazy. While Alysia is talented, many felt SZA's impact on the music industry warranted a recognition. And after seeing what SZA has achieved since then, the decision seems even more egregious. The Weeknd's After Hours not being nominated for any awards. The 2021 Grammys were anticipated because it was the first award show after the pandemic, but when the nominations came out, there was one big surprise. The Weeknd, who had dominated 2020, had 0 nominations. He publicly criticized the Grammys, alleging corruption and unfair practices on Twitter. Many speculated that he was given an ultimatum by the Grammys, either perform at the Super Bowl or the Grammys. He chose the Super Bowl, so they gave him 0 nominations because of that. After that, he announced that he would no longer submit his music for consideration, a promise that he has kept to this day. Esperanza Spalding won Best New Artist over Drake and Justin Bieber. At the 2011 Grammys, the Best New Artist category was stacked, but Esperanza Spalding, a talented but unknown jazz artist, took home the award over more commercially successful acts like Drake and Justin Bieber. While there is nothing wrong with rewarding artistic merit, it left many wondering if the award truly reflected mainstream music. It is never clear what the Grammys are rewarding. It's confusing. Drake has since been frustrated by the Grammys, as he has only won 5 awards from 55 nominations. He has also become one of the artists that have boycotted the award show, as he doesn't even submit his albums for consideration. Justin Bieber also had an abysmal record at the Grammys, winning only 2 awards from 23 nominations. Bob Marley and the Wailers were not nominated for Exodus. Exodus is Bob Marley's most defining album, and one of the best of all time. The album contains old-time classics like Three Little Birds and Jammin'. With all that said, it was not nominated for the 1978 Grammys. At the time, reggae was still a relatively niche genre outside of Jamaica, and its recognition within mainstream music circles was limited. And the year saw a plethora of outstanding albums across various genres, like Hotel California by Eagles and Rumors by Fleetwood Mac, which won the award for Album of the Year, so it was tough to stand out at the time. But Exodus should have been nominated. Nirvana's Nevermind was not nominated for anything. Another legendary album that was snubbed by the Grammys was Nevermind by Nirvana. It was the biggest album to come out of the grunge era of the early 90s, as it took the world by storm. Yet the band received no Grammy nominations in 1993, as it was not widely recognized or celebrated by the Grammy committee at the time. It was the genre of the new generation. Its mainstream success and critical acclaim came gradually after its release, and it's possible that it wasn't even on the radar of Grammy voters during the nomination process. It is one of the most influential albums in rock history, but it was overlooked by the Grammys. Macklemore and Ryan Lewis won Best New Artist over Kendrick Lamar. The 2014 Best New Artist category was very stacked. The nominees were James Blake, Kendrick Lamar, Casey Musgraves, Ed Sheeran, and Macklemore and Ryan Lewis. But the clear frontrunner should have been Kendrick Lamar, coming off releasing his classic groundbreaking album Good Kid, Mad City. But the Grammys went to Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, whose pop rap songs had dominated the charts the previous year. After the ceremony, In order to cool the backlash they were receiving, Macklemore leaked a text he sent to Kendrick, telling him he deserved the award. That was not a good move. Kendrick has now won 17 Grammys since then, while Macklemore and Ryan Lewis dropped one more album and broke up after that. Adele's 25 won over Beyoncé's Lemonade. Finally, in 2017, Adele swept the Grammys as her album 25 took home the award for Album of the Year, besting Beyoncé's groundbreaking visual album Lemonade. Lemonade is Beyoncé's defining album, as it was a story about infidelity, struggles with family history and oppression, and is considered as one of the best albums of all time, while Adele's 25 was a good album. On her acceptance speech for the award, Adele said that she thought Lemonade should have won the award, and Beyoncé was the artist of her life, and it also made her black friends feel great, so.
The way you make my black friends feel is empowering, and you make them stand up for themselves, and I love you, I always have, and I always will.
What do you think were some of the biggest Grammy snubs? Tell me in the comments below.